What's up everyone, Magic Official here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Xbox event. What can we expect? It was barely announced very recently. It's going to be May 21st, where at 10 a.m., where Microsoft is going to come out and unveil the next generation of the Xbox. Now, a little while ago, Sony came out and did the PS4. I wanted to do a video for that, but I was too late on it. Dang. Which is ironic. I do a video for the Xbox, I don't do a video for the PlayStation, even though I'm a PlayStation player and prefer PlayStation over Xbox. But I'm doing an Xbox video. Now, what can we expect from the next generation console, or at least the unveiling of it? Well, one thing that Microsoft is definitely going to need to do, hands down, there's no way they can't do this, is address the current rumors. Now, according to different rumors and patents that Microsoft has put out, this console may never be able to play used games. That's going to be a big bummer. Microsoft seriously needs to address this. They need to say, is this rumor true? I know almost all gamers, especially avid Xbox fanboys who prefer the Xbox, are going to want to play used games. Another one is backwards compatibility. The Xbox is rumored to not have backwards compatibility at all with Xbox 360 or with the original Xbox titles. That's going to be also sad too, because Xbox 360 has been around for a long time. People are going to want to play their games that they had released. They're going to want them. If I used to have a 360 with a bunch of games, sure, I don't have one anymore, but if I still had it and I were to go for the next generation Xbox, I would want to play all those games that I had. I mean, I had Halo 3, I had COD 3, I had COD 4, I had a bunch of stuff. I would want to play those games on my new console. It would suck to buy a completely new console and not be able to play those games that I owned. Another thing that they're going to have to do is say whether the rumor about the next Xbox having Kinect always on and always connected in order to use the console is true. We've heard this rumor a lot. If it's true, that's also going to be a bummer. Sure, they may unveil the next Kinect that will come with this Xbox, Kinect 2.0. Hopefully it's a bigger improvement, and it's more accurate to what the original unveiling for the original Kinect was, where you could show the skateboard scanning both sides, and you could use that board in the game, stuff like that, that didn't end up happening in the actual Kinect. Hopefully they fix Kinect 2, or whatever they're going to call it, but if it always needs to be on, and your console always has to be connected to it, that is going to be a bummer. That is going to stink. Microsoft's going to have to address that. Another thing they're going to have to address is this console always going to have to be online? That is a big rumor also, that the console's always going to have to be connected to the internet to work. Not everyone has internet. A lot of Xbox 360 players, most players have Wi-Fi, they have internet, they buy Xbox Live and stuff, but if it's always going to have to be connected, that's also going to be a big bummer, especially for those who don't have internet access at their homes and want to play a next Xbox. This might make them lean towards a PlayStation 4. I'm still thinking about the PS3. Another thing that they're going to have to unveil at this event, we're going to have to see what they do with social features. Now, at the PlayStation event, we could tell that Sony has pushed the bar forward with their sharing, with their interacting with social websites and stuff like that. I mean, now the PS4 basically has an HD PVR built in. You don't really need to buy a hog separate. Sure, we don't know if you can export the recorded gameplay to like H.264 and edit it on your computer or anything. We don't know that yet, so you may need a PVR. But the fact that you can live stream your gameplay, you can record it and share it on sites and stuff like that, that is a huge bonus, and that is just an awesome, awesome feature. And the social interactivity, with the current PlayStation 3, I'll admit, it's free, but Xbox Live is better, even though it's paid $50. It's a lot better than PSN, but with the PS4, socially, the PS4 actually beats the current Xbox Live. So we're going to have to see what Microsoft is planning on doing to defeat Sony. Another thing that Microsoft is going to have to do, which is something that Sony really messed up on their event, in my opinion. There's probably a reason why they didn't, but if Microsoft does this, this might give them the bump ahead of Sony. Right now, Sony might have a bump ahead because they unveiled their console earlier. they decided, okay, this time we're not going to wait to unveil our PS3 a year or 2 years after our PS4, a year or 2 years after the Xbox. We're going to take the jump on Microsoft and we're going to unveil ours first, so that way everybody's expecting ours. They're more hyped for ours. But they didn't show the console itself. They showed the new controller and everything, but they didn't show the console. Microsoft needs to show the console and possibly talk about prices. That's something else Sony did not do. And if they can keep the prices very low, reasonable, great job. Another thing is the controller. I don't think we're going to expect anything new. Maybe it might have like some type of gyroscope and accelerometer in the controller, but I don't think we'll see a redesign in the controller because so many people are comfortable with the Xbox 360 controller. I personally love the way it feels in your hand. I don't like the joystick positions. I prefer the symmetrical of the PS3, but that's just me. That Microsoft's not going to change that though because of different reasons. They're going to keep the joysticks most likely in the same position, and we're probably going to see the same controller that we saw for the 360, just with different stuff on the inside. In terms of power, what we can expect based on dev kits is it's pretty much the same as the PlayStation 4. The 8-core processor and everything with the possibly 8 gigabytes of RAM. We're still not so sure about the Xbox having 8 gigabytes because the dev kit had 8 gigabytes, and usually developer kits for consoles have double the RAM with the console itself. With the PS3, this was the case too. We didn't know if it was going to be 8 gigabytes of RAM or that was just the dev kit, and really the console had 4 gigabytes. Turns out the dev kit of 8 gigs was the same as the 8 gigs in the console. But we'll see if Xbox has that or if they have 4 gigs. They'll have to unveil that. They'll have to talk specs, definitely. And they're also going to have to address longevity, the lifespan of the console. Is it going to be worth buying? Because when they unveiled the Xbox 360 Slim, they said the red ring of death is gone. And it was gone. Instead, it was a red light of death. Come on. If there's any more like red rings or something, Microsoft needs to get rid of this. They need to fix the console so it lasts. It better last. I mean, it seems like the more that consoles feel like PCs, the more they're built like PCs, the less they last, which is really weird. You would think that they're a lot more powerful and stuff. But that's what we're expecting from the next Xbox event. So leave a comment down below. What do you think? Everybody knows I'm a PlayStation player, so they're like, why are you talking about the Xbox event and looking forward to it? I'll just answer that real quick. The main reason why I'm looking forward to the Xbox event is because I want Sony and Microsoft to stay competitive. Will I get the next generation Xbox? I don't know, probably not. It depends on if it has a Blu-ray player. Oh, that's another thing that Microsoft needs to talk about. What's going to be the disc-based media? Is it going to be any disc-based media, or is there going to be no disc-based media, and that's why it always has to be connected online and you have to download all your games? Or does it have Blu-rays? I say go for Blu-ray. Blu-ray is going to be one of the biggest things that is going to make a PS4 a higher selling point than the new Xbox. If the new Xbox still doesn't have Blu-ray, it has to have Blu-ray. The PS4 is going to have it. We need to expect this. So, anyways, I want them to stay competitive. Back to answer the question. I want them to stay competitive. I want Microsoft to push Sony and Sony to push Microsoft, because the better the competition, the better the product for the consumer, the better the games, and the more we enjoy it. So, let's see what Microsoft unveils for the next generation of Xbox. So that has been Magic Official, and leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe this video. See, are you looking forward to the next Xbox, or do you think we're not there yet? I'm going to do another video talking about, are we ready for the next generation of consoles, or are we jumping into it too soon? I'll do another video, so stay tuned for that, and subscribe, and I shall catch you later. Peace. Thumbs up. Peace. Bye-bye.